Global Press Pass with Marcus Salette. Brought to you in part by SIBN Television and Radio Networks. Presenting conversations on all things global. Powered by Salette USA TV. To be a guest, call us at 1-888-544-1254 or visit us on the web at www.myglobalpresspass.com or SIBNtelevision.com. This is Global Press Pass. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us for our newest channel on SIBN Television and Radio Network. We want to just share a few things on today to clue you in as to where we are going with GPP. But first of all, thank you so very much for those of you as again have joined us here. You've been following us for a while now. GPP is all about all conversations global, anything that connects us with our global markets, global audience, global projects, cultural, political, or beyond, even religious. So we want to invite you to also connect with us, connect with us and let us know how we can serve you going forward. We're looking for a specialized guest who would like to appear, and there's several things that they would have to do, but we're looking for special guests. So if you're doing some spectacular things in your country, in your city, in your state, in your region, by all means, reach out to us, and there'll be commercials that'll give you more information on that as we go forward. But, happy holidays to you, and happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, and all of those different holidays that occur around the time of year that this has been broadcast. And we trust that you are being safe and that you are definitely moving about the cabin, as it were. We understand that there's a lot of travelers, 43 million travelers, taking to the road and airways over the holiday season. And so we want to encourage you to be safe. Watch out for any slick moves by criminals and whatnot, and be sure that you be safe in the varying weather changes that we may endure. It looks like we're going to have an extreme winter right about this year. We've been blessed in the last several years in the United States with a mild winter, to say the least, but it seems like we're going to be blasted this year. So we want to encourage you, by all means, to be safe regarding that. When we come back from the break, we're going to update you on a couple of things that SIBN Television and Radio is doing, so that you will be aware of those items, and you can follow us respectively. Don't forget, now you can also go to www. in the future, myglobalpresspass.com, and be able to listen to this particular channel on that particular website. We'll talk more after the break. This is Global Press Pass. My name is Marcus Salette. Thank you so much for stopping by. In part by SIBN Television and Radio Networks. Visit us at www.sibntelevision.com or simply call 1-888-544-1254, extension 85 or extension 101. To be a guest, simply email a bio, pics, links to your work online, as well as your contact information to global coverage at SaletteUSATV.info.
Now is the time. Have your radio show on SIBN Radio. You're ready to share your message with the world. Then call 404-910-5019. That's right, call 404-910-5019. Producing your radio show on SIBN Radio. For more information, dial 404-910-5019. That's right. 404-910-5019. Now is the time.
Thank you so much for joining us right here on GPP. We're not going to keep you long today. Listen, we want to congratulate Shekinah Moore, which is the new show on our radio network, Shekinah Moore, etc. And we're going to have her soon on GPP. But shout out to her and her team for all that they're doing to, it's only once a month, but that's still plenty of time to get you orientated to her show. It's for women, to empower women, to give them a voice, platform, to be able to discover the you that they had been intended to be. As well as image branding, coach branding, so many different things that she's doing. So we're going to have her on very soon as a guest, and just very leisurely. So there are some things we'll have on GPP that's formal, but these are leisure interviews by movers and shakers, by all means, and passionate people about their regions and their communities. And we did not want to do it on the SIBN Atlanta channel because that's dedicated to a particular region. So the reason for the creation of this channel was to reach out to those who are global, who are making a global impact. So if you're making a global impact, again, once I want to extend the invitation to you to connect with us. Also met a very, very fascinating author, Vanda. Hopefully we'll have her on the show very soon. She's author of a book, To Be a Woman. We had a chance to cover her book release not too long ago. We had some technical challenges here and there because it was a rushed meet and greet, if you will. But we're looking forward to having her on GPP very soon. If you have not heard of her book, women, ladies, you are going to be ecstatic to hear of this young lady. She is purely motivational, inspirational at best. And the information that she has to disseminate will definitely whet your appetite for change. So I want to encourage you on that front to be looking out for an interview coming up with her, Vanda Textera. I believe I'm pronouncing her last name right. And then we're also going to have Keenan Lake. Many of you have been following his show on SIBN television and radio networks. His father played for the original Globetrotters. And we are just ecstatic to have him on the network. And so we're going to have Keenan Lake on the network. They're working on extending that out to him even as we speak so that you can hear more from Keenan Lake and kind of like, get away from his program to just really share his heart about what he's doing, the progress that he's making. And then, of course, we're going to have to bring Clara V back. She used to host SIBN Sports. So part of GPP is all about what's going on with the network and who we're covering, who we have access to. And we're looking to reach out to, I believe her name is Gabrielle Arrington. I believe I pronounced that correctly. A mover and shaker over in the Atlanta region. Who was doing some fabulous things with Operation Hope. So we're working on that perspective. And so we got a lot of things in the works, and you want to be a part of what's in the works because I know there is something that you're doing in your region that's making a global reach. And so by all means, follow us on Twitter at Salette USA TV, and then you can go to Facebook, and we'll talk more about Facebook in a minute because there's a lot of things on Facebook that's related to SIBN television and radio. I don't want you to get lost, but I want you to also remember that for every radio channel that we have, there is a Facebook fan page, respectively. And so you can go and like that page and leave comments, ideas, pictures, videos, what have you, that will help and aid us as we continue to propagate the good and wholesome digital media that we are known to propagate. With that being said, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Listen, let me give you my email. The email, if you would like to be a guest, I don't know if commercial is going to come up a little later and tell you about that, but global coverage at SaletteUSATV.info. Salette is spelled SALETTE, USATV.info. That's global coverage at SaletteUSATV.info. Send me an email. Hey, I want to be a guest. You can connect with us on various platforms. For an example, we're going to talk about Facebook after the break, but LinkedIn, you can look me up as Marcus Salette. They're on LinkedIn. On Instagram, you can look us up as Salette USA TV. On YouTube, our YouTube channel, we have more than one, but the main one is Salette USA TV, I believe. Also on Twitter, as I mentioned, Salette USA TV. So connect with us online so that you can be kept in the loop on what's going on because it's your time to be celebrated as well. We're going to go to a small commercial break. I want to say thank you to all of those that have been supporting the network in various forms, some fashion or another. Thank you so much. And that's a lot going on with GPP as far as the launch. So, we want to encourage you to keep it locked right here. We're thinking about a pool for some other things on the network to begin to give some money away. So you want to stay tuned for information like that. So you got to follow us on Twitter in order to stay in the loop. All right, we'll be right back after the break. Talk about that Facebook Connect. This is the coach, Marcus Salette, on GPP. Objective and freelance reporting with Marcus Salette. For more information, visit us at www.sibntelevision.com or www.myglobalpresspass.com. You may also call at 1-888-544-1254. To be a guest, simply email us globalcoverage@SaletteUSATV.info. We'll be right back after this.
Responsible, accountable. Who taught you that? My daddy taught me that. That's right, the new book, all the way from Asheville, North Carolina, representing the legacy of Benny Lake, is Keenan Lake, the author of My Daddy Taught Me That, the book and the program for young men in Asheville, North Carolina, and throughout the region. Tune in to the program, the project, and the book at MyDaddyTaughtMeThat.com. For more information, email lake@MyDaddyTaughtMeThat.com or call 828-582-2261. That's 828-582-2261. MyDaddyTaughtMeThat.com.
You're listening to SIBN Radio, powered by Salette USA TV. Tuning 24/7 at www.415-96radio.com. Follow us on Twitter at Salette USA TV and on Facebook at www.facebook.com Salette USA TV.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us right here on GPP. Marcus Salette, objective and freelance reporting as you would have it. Whatever's going on in your region, let us know. Global coverage at SaletteUSATV.info. Listen, on Facebook, if you can go to Facebook, we've got a number of fan pages for the various platforms that we're broadcasting from. For instance, for the Keenan Lake Show, many of you probably didn't know that you can like the Keenan Lake Show on SIBN Radio on Facebook. The Keenan Lake Show, KEYNON Lake Show. And so go there if you like the Keenan Lake Show. Very informative show about the youth, what's going on not only in the regions where Keenan Lake, the host of the show, works and lives, but also what's going on around the United States particularly. And if you're working in other countries and you're working with youth, we would love to hear from you. The Coach's Corner, the number one show on SIBN Radio, is also on Facebook, the Coach's Corner on SIBN Radio. You can like that fan page by going to the Coach's Corner on SIBN Radio right there on Facebook. And then, of course, we have others for the Mobile Tech Academy. There is a Facebook fan page for the Mobile Tech Academy, believe it or not. The Truth and Law Show, which is ran by teens, and they haven't done their show in a while, but hopefully they'll get back on it. They have a global mindset, so we want to encourage them during the holiday season to get back into the thick of things. Also, we want to say that this particular show will be on the fan page called the Salette USA TV International Broadcasting Network. All right, I'm going to see if I can pull up, because I left my notes in the other studio here, and make sure I have the right name for the page. And so give us a second here as we go over to the fan page and see and assure you of its name. The name of the fan page officially, it is SIBN fan page. Aren't you glad I looked it up? So you can go to www.facebook.com/SIBN fan page, and you can see probably clips or links to this particular show, Global Press Pass. And then I also want you to type in the search box Global Press Pass, excuse me, on SIBN. And that is a whole separate page. That's usually where we post our video interviews and much more. So you want to also check that page. So these these two pages seem to be getting choked up today. These two pages are very essential for GPP's dissemination of information. So whatever you do, follow these pages, like these pages, if you will, and connect with us on Facebook in these manners that we have mentioned. And that's really all that's on my mind on today. I really appreciate you guys. There's a lot going on within the network. There's a lot going on with the people that are associated with the network, and Global Press Pass wants to bring you that information. Don't forget also, soon, very soon, at www.myglobalpresspass.com, we'll have the radio channel right there, because we're going to be doing some trainings. We're going to be doing some special events. And so all conversations, all things global is coming to myglobalpresspass.com, so you want to stay tuned. Global Press Pass is a channel on SIBN television and radio networks. Well, until next time, my name is Marcus Salette. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Don't forget now to follow us on Twitter where you can. And if you are traveling during these holidays, by all means, be safe. We appreciate you so very much. Global Press Pass with Marcus Salette is brought to you in part by SIBN Television and Radio Networks. Visit us at www.sibntelevision.com or simply call 1-888-544-1254, extension 85 or extension 101. To be a guest, simply email a bio, pics, links to your work online, as well as your contact information to global coverage at SaletteUSATV.info.